Yo, dropshipping day 46, I think this is. You just shave low key. Um, Yesterday's video was super short because I've been feeling like crap, like terrible. Right now, I even have like a killer headache doing this. I've been wearing blue light glasses all day, but they have like a shit ton of scratches on them, so I can't really see much out of them. So I gotta get a new pair. So that's like been helping me a little bit, but just like being in front of the screen right now is kind of hard because it's like my headache is so bad. But yeah, I've just had like a constant headache, feeling like I'm gonna puke. My nose has just been like, I don't even know what the word is. I don't even know what I could use to describe it, but like basically anything I breathe in, like it feels like my nose is like hypersensitive. That's what it is. Like, and so it smells like everything. And I think it's like a combination of that, allergies, and a bunch of other stuff. And so I felt like garbage yesterday, and like a majority of today too. I feel a little bit better now, but I'm gonna go to sleep after this. But I feel like I have a tendency to only make these videos before I'm about to go to sleep, and I think I should probably change that because I'm making these videos and I'm uploading them at like 4 or 5 in the morning. There's like literally no point. But at not 4 or 5 in the morning. Right now it's 4 in the morning. There's been some that I've uploaded at 5, 6 in the morning. I'm not gonna lie, but mainly it's usually around like 1 or 2 in the morning. But anyway, today got a bunch of work done, planned out a couple of things, and then on top of that, I also put together a strategy strategy and like the first batch of creatives for this brand that we're working with that we just started. Not just started, but like we just onboarded them. And so I worked that out. We're gonna launch those. They've already been running meta ads, so it's gonna be nothing new. But yeah, we basically got hired on to do all of this stuff. And then on top of that, we just did a little bit of research, or I did a little bit of research today. And what I did was just looked at, overall markets and seeing like where a gap is, because I do want to build a brand that like I'm truly proud of and get to very, very high numbers, like 50, 100K days or higher. And like I know you can do that. I have friends, I know people that do this. Like they're running brands and stuff like that, and they are like there's no community or like brand loyalty around them. And so like I think it's cool to a certain extent, but like long term it's not really gonna last because you're not building anything that everyone wants in a way. Like you're just building like they're building it off of like BS claims that aren't scientifically backed without any data. Like, and I don't want to be one of those brands at all. With whatever I plan to launch in the future. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I first started, especially, like I didn't know exactly what was doing, so I'd make like BS claims unintentionally, and like I've never done any of that black hat BS or anything like that, or gray hat, because I don't think it's worth it, because I feel like all that stuff will come back to you. And so this next thing that I plan to launch, aside from what I already have going on, is something that's gonna outlast like me even. And that might sound insane, like especially to a lot of people, but like I want to launch something that I can get to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million a month very, very easily, and hire on like a team of creators and take this more like omni-channel as opposed to just Meta and Google, and really like tap into TikTok Shop, because I know there's like huge opportunity in that, but also it's like something that I do genuinely want to learn, not just for like the money. I think it's something that's a very valuable skill to learn now. So yeah, like I'm gonna look at that, and sorry, I'm just like reading some stuff here on the same time, but yeah, we did a bunch of research, and so like I'm just trying to figure out what angle I want to get this. Like So I'm gonna keep run. Here's my whole plan. I'm kind of like, my mind is like not messed up, but like drained right now. But basically, I'm gonna keep running what I'm doing. But my end goal, my end plan is to start something that's bigger. And so that's like the research that I was doing mainly today. I also did more, research on my own products, and just I research every single day to come up with new angles and just keep up to date. And even like, this is a tip for you guys if you guys are trying to really really tap into like your customers and fully understand them. Like, literally go on these Reddit posts, these Facebook groups, or whatever it may be, Quora, whatever like research method that you find works for you and your brand. Go on them. Go on the threads that you constantly go on, and start conversations. Make alt accounts, and literally just make comments, like ask them like, oh, like for example, let's just say like hair loss. You go on there, and you look up, maybe it's like, maybe you're talking on a male focused forum, and they say something like, my wife doesn't look at me the way she used to, and then be like, oh yeah, like I've noticed, she doesn't want me as much as in the bedroom or something like that, and trying like extract these common, what's the words, like word for word phrases. I think it's called verbatim, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't speak right now. Holy crap! But take these word for word phrases that you could get out of these conversations, and literally, like, when you're having these conversations with people in the forums, it might take a couple of days, but you're doing your research, you're doing your market research, your avatar research almost every single day anyway. I always do it just to keep up to date and make sure I'm staying on top of things. But if you're doing that, then what's like, you're not, oh, I'm not going to get a response right away. If you send a response out now, you might get it a week later, but you're still going to be looking a week later on your same product anyway to gather more insight. And so, like, create these conversations, and now what you can do with these conversations, you're gathering more data around your customer, and you can just take it and apply it to your own ad. So that's like a little tip for you guys. I feel like it's kind of like a common thing, honestly, now for like what I've been, or like the people that I know and everything like that. I think a lot of people already do that, but like, if it's not like widely spread, I guess, like a lot of people don't know about it, that is a little tip for you guys. Just create conversation with your actual customers. And like, I know there's, it's like a little tips and tricks, but like, I know a couple of people that they literally call their customers. I've never personally done that, but I know like that works as well. But like, yeah, if you guys are really trying to get past like just the service level of like your product research online, you could go a step further by actually having conversation with them, and literally set them up for like the answers that you're trying to extract. So that's a little tip for you guys. But yeah, did a bunch of that today, across my products, and then on top of that, just did some more research on where do I want to launch this brand, because I do plan on launching it before the end of the year. I just don't know what sector or like what approach I want to take to it. And I'm thinking probably mainly it's going to be like oh man, I'm tired. Hold up. I'm thinking probably it's going to be something in the supplement niche, but I also have a couple other ones that I've looked into, like kind of like clothing a little bit, but not too fond of that. Skincare, but like, for the most part, they're all kind of like supplements in a way. But yeah, I've looked at a couple of those. I've also seen some stuff like, I guess, on the info side of things, but like selling specific things like booklets or guides or systems, like essentially, I guess it should be like software sold service in a way, but not really fully. But like, I've seen a couple of those, but like those, they seem interesting, but I don't really know how to get into them fully. And I don't know, to be quite honest, if I want to get in that stuff because it's not what I know, and I don't really want to go into something entirely that I don't know. So I don't know if I'll do that, but yeah, did a bunch of research there. A lot of the time was research, aside from that strategy plan and everything like that. I did a couple other things like scheduling, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But like, yeah, spend a lot of time researching. I think it's one of the most underrated things that a lot of people do. Like, I feel like a lot of people, they just research for, I don't know, just the data that they need when they're first starting out, and then their progress and their like the revenue progressively gets worse. They just keep dropping and they can't create a winner ad. But I think it's partly to the fact of, first of all, they're not doing learnings to the stuff that they're already doing and why it's not working. And then on top of that, another thing would be, in my opinion, just continuing to learn your customer and your ideal customer and their avatar and what their needs are, their beliefs, and like constantly expanding on that. Because if you're not like actively adapting to the market, you're gonna fall off, and that's just the truth. Because everything is constantly leveling up. So yeah, do a lot of research, I guess, is my point. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video here. Don't have a lot to talk about. Kind of still feel like crap. I'm gonna head to sleep, and then I will catch you guys tomorrow. So peace.